Hello, welcome back. Did some spells. We had a battle in Wolverine during the ritual phase. Nothing too frightening though. It's 3 casts of Arouse Hunger. So lots of ghouls into my big army. I guess this was to make me spend gems maybe? But we don't spend any gems, so I just get to watch some unscripted spells killing ghouls. Yeah. So we lost 1 Dust Warrior and 6 Lobo Guards. They're the mercenaries. So, yeah. I don't know. We searched for sites in Wolverine as well. We found one. We found a geyser. And that's 1 water and 1 fire gem. Let's see. Yes. That's quite nice as well. So there we go. Jumon, AI Jumon, declared Goku the Demon Knight, new prophet. That's pretty good. Got a lot of slaves this turn. Saw a couple of battles. There's Jomon attacking me over here. This was the last province I had in sort of Jomon's lands. It's disconnected anyway. So that's fine. Just a couple of mechanical men and an adept of the Iron Order. We also saw Jomon attacking Veti as well, which is nice. So hopefully they focus their attentions on him instead of us. He's actually got his god in the battle as well, which is quite funny. Yeah. He's AI, so who knows what he's going to do. Also saw Marignon attacking Gath. Actually winning. I didn't watch this one. Let's see. Is Marignon starting the fight back? That's a lot of units if he kills these. Okay. Interesting fight. Didn't kill any mages though, doesn't look like. Yeah. One of those victories. What's these guys cost again? 25 gold? Not nothing, I guess. They're all pretty cheap, right? Well, the royal gods are 20. Well, these guys are 30. Well, that's happening anyway. Where is that? Mountains of Mist. Over here. That's quite deep in... How is... Alright, this army's kind of screwed now, I guess. What else happened? Battle in Hesperia. So this is Atlantis placing our fort under siege. So he didn't move to where I moved the Griffins, unfortunately. He marches into all our PD. He puts up Wailing Winds. He uses all of his gems doing this. So no more death gems. I also noticed this guy isn't astral as well. So we could try and mind hunt him. Got 17 magic resistance in my dominion. Possible. PD route pretty quickly once Wailing Winds is up. So that's Hesperia. Didn't even kill anything. Lost another scout to the River Sea. Scouts were discovered, under siege, patrolling, and troops in Land of Plenty are starting to starve. I think we've killed so many people, and also it's the middle of winter now as well. Got cold too here, which is not good for us. The supplies have gone very low here. I'm forging a bunch of endless bags of wine. Hopefully we don't need them once spring comes back and maybe we can get the heat back up in this province. I don't know. But plan up here is still the same. I'm still just sitting here holding tight. We've lost a lot of dominion, unfortunately. But I'm still preaching, still casting fires from afar on this province every turn. Still doing Breath of the Desert on this province every turn. I can get away with casting another fires from afar on them this turn. Can't use our fire gems yet anyway, because we still don't have a mage in our capital. But we've got loads of gems there now. The fortress is currently down to 108. This might get open soon. We'll have a fight. We definitely don't want to fight while we're starving in cold too. That would suck. So we just need to hold out for a couple more turns, get into spring and get some heat back. Fingers crossed. Still casting Breath of the Desert, yeah. So that just leaves this area down here. I can't see the big mage heavy stack anymore. It was here. There's like some random units in this province now. I guess it pulled away to one of these provinces. It's hard to tell now because I've got no scouts anymore. Yeah, but I don't think we're going to get attacked in this province now. Not immediately, anyway. All the mages here are just going to head home. Even though I saved up gold, we still don't have enough gold for a lab in this province. I guess winter came and screwed us, I'm not sure. So everyone's just going to move home. This allows me to teleport mages back to this fort if we need them in this fight in a few turns as well. And I've got another skull staff in the treasury now, so we can give that to one of these other skeletons to become the new rigor mortis caster. I think that's all fine for now. But some of the stuff is going to move to Hesperia to try and knock him off this. He might just push in and be annoying, I don't know, but let's just chase him. Why not? So we have the griffins already, and then along with the griffins I'm breaking siege with some mages, and I'm bringing a couple of skeletons as well. So we know his mage can't cast... Well, I suppose he might have a scout with some gems, but he probably can't cast Wailing Winds. So it's just one caster and 3 basic commanders who are sat at the back. These guys are on hold for 2 turns. But at best he can put 15 bodyguards on the little guys, 5 more on this guy. But at most there'll be 20 units back here. So line units are going to hold and attack rear. Maybe that'll be enough to just kill all the commanders, I don't know. But then we've also got some skeletons in the front as well. Do some tanking if we need to. And then, yeah, bringing all the mages that I can. Nobody really has any gems. I guess I could give gems to the guys breaking siege, but I'm not sure what I'd have them actually cast. What would you cast? It'd be a fire spell. I could do heat from hell, I suppose. I'd need a booster though, I think. No, I wouldn't, because I'd cast Phoenix Power. I could have this guy do heat from hell, if I thought that would be useful. I think it's fine as it is though, right? He's going to do Falling Fires. We've got some little guys doing Bane Fire Darts after blessing the Griffins. Another guy doing Falling Fires. This guy's just spamming Ethereal. Nature guys are going to do Protection. It's probably a mistake, isn't it? It makes you fire vulnerable. Gonna get someone randomly killed by the heat aura from this one guy, I think. I'm not sure. I could just move this guy slightly off. I mean, he's the only guy with the heat aura, right? Let's just move him up slightly. And make sure these are in front of him. Well, we want these in front of the mages as well, so I don't know. We could have put him on line formation. Okay. Because he's the only guy with a heat aura. Oh, and the skeletons, but the skeletons are in front. That's fine. So he'll do some protections. Got a horde of skeletons guy. And the big mage with the gems is coming with some air elementals as well. So we'll try and push this guy off Hesperia. I don't really know what to do around here. And I'm still just waiting up here, so yeah, that's how things look. One thing, the Naiad. So I thought this was very odd that it doesn't have homesick, so I went and checked. This is a JBBM change. So in JBBM, Naiads don't have homesickness. Instead, they have a second shape. And the second shape has a max age of 125. So instead of just losing hit points every turn that you're outside of your home province, you are just very, very old every turn that you're outside of your home province. Which is interesting. It means this is the worst time to move her out because it's winter. She's likely to get afflictions. So it's probably good that I'm moving her back to the cap this turn as well. Once it's spring, maybe it's a bit easier to move her around. That's something at least. And that's it for this turn. Yeah. There's not much happening. I don't really know what to do. I had another message from Patal saying, let me know if there's anything I can do to help in the war, but I said, yeah, the only thing you can really do is invade Atlantis, so I don't really know what else to do. Yeah. So I'm just going to check the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. Pretty short turn. I'm going to keep things pretty brief as well, because nothing's really happening at the moment. But I think things might start happening in the next few turns, because we're going to have to have battles, I think. So first of all, fires from afar, hit some people, killed one. not hugely impactful, but maybe we'll clip a mage that's weak or something, I don't know. And still doing Breath of the Desert. We are actually Heat 2 on our fort now. I think maybe it's depending on whether my event goes after his or not, I think maybe it has the bigger impact. Yeah. Caught some slaves, saw some battles. Hesperia, we broke siege. He only left behind a commander. It's kind of frustrating though, I lost a lawmaster. He's back here. And yeah, he catches fire and dies. I thought I'd positioned everything correctly. You might think, how on earth is he getting hit by a heat aura? But there's a dust god right here. I guess he God damn, I guess I every turn that goes by I dislike heat auras more and more in this game. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate though. He's just slightly too close to this guy and he catches fire and dies. So we lose a lawmaster for nothing. Taking back our fort, but anyway. No longer under siege, I suppose. I saw Mary attacking Gath. Seems like he's making some kind of ground. And we also saw Atlantis taking a province of Jomon. Over near his territory. This is only significant because this army might reinforce the guys he has currently sieging us. But it's not a huge amount of stuff. I suppose it's some gems. But even then, not a lot. Yes, that's over here. So these guys might come down and rejoin his army here while we're being sieged. Lost 2 more scouts to Low of the Sea. Gained 5 fire gems, lost a bunch of people in Snowford. Where was that? Over here. Really? That's an unfortunate province to get that. But the population is still 7-3, so that's not too bad. Yeah, worldwide event. Throne of Death has awoken, life seems suddenly shorter. Yeah, Throne of Death was claimed by Veti. It's a shame. And that's about it. Still a shortage of supplies in Land of Plenty. I've given out the bags of wine though, we're just about over. And I'm forging another bag of wine this turn. And that's pretty much it for messages. Land of Plenty is now down to 52 wall, but that'll be open next turn. Unless something goes really wrong for him. Because it was 108 last turn, I think, so he's done more than half of that. Yeah, so it'll be open next turn, and we'll have a fight the turn after that. Down here, we can now see 2 stacks on our border. This one is in range to threaten Hesperia. So I'm going to try and move everything to Hesperia and move patrol. Since this can't really threaten me yet. Maybe this will move up and this will move up. And so we'll fight here. And then we just move everything back next turn to defend Ragha. I'm not sure. But for the time being, yeah, almost everything is moved patrolling to Hesperia. It's a very similar setup to what we've seen. Little mages are still just doing LEs. They are here if they're fire, here if they're air. If you're a dude who doesn't have fire resistance, you're in this block. If you do, you're in this block. Skeletons in the front. And the spells are still broadly the same. Got some random stuff. Skeletons, geysers, Breath of the Desert, whatever it's called. Curse of the Desert. And then the big ones are Rigor Mortis, Heat from Hell and Howl. That's what this looks like. So we'll move Patrol into that fort. Maybe he'll move in, maybe he won't. But if he does, we'll have some kind of battle. And while I'm doing that, I'm also mind hunting this stack, just in case it still doesn't have an Astral Mage. Because unfortunately, during the Throne of Death winter, a bunch of our mages got diseased, including one of the Astral Mages. So this guy is going to die one day anyway, unless I could forge a Nature Booster with the Naiad and then cure disease if I wanted to. But I'm using the Naiad in combat over the next few turns, so that might not happen. It's an option though. But if this guy gets feeble-minded, it's like, well, it's not a huge problem because he was going to die anyway. So we'll try mind hunting this province, see if we clip one of the commanders or even the mage. And this guy, Death Tongue, he's teleporting back to that other fort ready for next turn. Could probably have waited a turn, but I don't want to move him and then lose him in some freak accident, so he's just going to teleport now. And I think that's mostly what's happening here, other than another cast of Hidden Sands going off. That's pretty much summarizes what's happening in this part of the world. And up here, not much change really. I'm still just casting Breath of the Desert every turn. Still doing Fires from Afar when I can. Big difference is I'm now casting Wrath of Flames on this province. I'm putting it up for about, I think like 6 turns or something. That should work. So that'll give us fire around our fort when we get stormed. I'm also having some of our fire mages who got diseased, like this guy. He's going to cast Pyre of Catharsis to get rid of his disease. Since we're about to get stormed and we're not going to have enough blood slaves to forge another item in time, a bunch of people are going to summon some fiery imps as well, just for a bit of extra support. And there's another lifelong protection getting forged. And that's about it in this part of the world. This fort will be open next turn, so maybe we'll get attacked the turn after. And maybe we're going to have some fights down here in the next few turns as well. But other than that, nothing happening just yet. Once these battles are resolved, we'll have a better sense of what we can actually do in this game. If they go well, we can get back to taking Jomon's territory and then, I guess, I don't know, try and take this throne. Seems like a good one. And then, yeah, we can use the skeletons to take these provinces. It's very difficult to hold them otherwise, though. But if all of these battles go badly, then I guess we'll start thinking about how we're going to end the game. But that was it for this turn. I'm recording this after it's been submitted again, unfortunately. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Lots of spells. We got some evocation done. I don't think 7 is much of a milestone, though. Oh no, it gives us Firestorm, that's right. Yeah, we could try casting this in some of these battles as well. Yeah, it's just another spell that's bad for people who don't have fire resistance, it looks like. So it requires fire 6 and 3 gems. That's kind of tough to cast, but we have a few guys that can do it with 2 boosters and Phoenix power. So yeah, we'll try and fit it in the rotation going forwards. What else? Hidden Sand went off again. We got some people with disease with Pyre of Catharsis. We did some more fires from afar, I think. Maybe not this turn. No, we did Vath of Flames instead, so that's up as well. Teleported Demon Tongue, bunch of imps. Did a Mind Hunt. There was an Astral Mage there, unfortunately. The Caspar's been feeble-minded. That's okay, he was dying anyway. Caught a bunch of slaves, quite a few this turn. Then saw some battles. We also got attacked by Tianchi again this turn, which is a shame. Jomon moved a bunch of stuff into province over here. That's okay, I guess. As long as he doesn't move down, I'm not too bothered at the moment. We have to take all that back once we're back on our feet. But he also attacked Atlantis, and saw another battle between Geth and this time Patala. So that's interesting. Looks like Patala's been forced to have a war after all. Let's see how this goes. We've got one little guy who's casting buffs on his bodyguards and then doing some animate dead. Bold strategy. Looks like he's up against a bunch of earth elementals. Didn't go great. Nice try, I guess. And then yeah, we got attacked in Amber Fields by Tianchi. Only a very small army though. There's a couple of these sacreds at the back. And you've got some archers and some barbarian horses. There's not too much, but it's more than enough to take care of some PD. Unfortunately. As there's Tianchi again. Lost another scout. Events, we had a sudden dramatic drop in temperature in Wolverine, which is this province. So I don't think that's anything. Maybe it's misdirection, maybe things move into that province. Durlan, we got 900 gold, which is great. And then, yeah, Die Wars attacking Jomon. Nothing too interesting here. Big news is this Land of Plenty still not open. 23 wall damage. I don't know. I guess it's taking even longer. 280 unit sieging. Supplies slightly higher. I think it was 200 last month, right? No, it's 214. I got another wine bag, and I'm forging another one this turn. Maybe he's starving too, I don't know. But yeah, I guess next turn it'll be open, and then the turn after that we'll have a fight, I'm not sure. Down here looks like he's going to merge all these armies together, which is kind of frightening. But plan's still the same. I mean, he might move. I think he's just going to sit here and move this over and merge them, and then move on to this fort. I don't know. But I've already got all of my force here. It's still just patrolling. script is still the same as last turn. So I guess we wait and see if this moves on to us. While I'm doing that, we had another cast of Hidden in Sands. It's not an amazing one, it's a S2D2 guy. This guy could very easily cast Vengeance of the Dead with just a cap. That's something. We've got a few Dust Priests who can do that, but nice to have another one. Maybe when we're not desperately trying to defend against giant stacks, we'll put that to use. Over the last few turns, I've been looking at commanders to see if they have any kills, but literally none of these guys have any kills. They're not that kind of commander, unfortunately. But they're going to move over to Honoria to try and defend against this, because this is only, 50 units? So the province defense here is up to 35. I'm sending over the dust guys. Got a little mage to do some LEs. Got this guy who's just going to do some hordes of skeletons, I guess. Maybe we can fight this off. And if that goes fine, those guys can just all move down and join the defense at Hesperia. We'll have enough fire gems just about next turn to do another Hidden in Sands. If we either do some alchemy, we'll need like 2 more gems. We might have some like spare fire gems knocking around though as well. And that's pretty much it for this turn. Yeah, still just waiting, unfortunately. Forging another Skull of Fire, teleporting the Crystal Mage over to Hesperia. That's something as well. Blood Hunting, Skull of Fire, teleport, forging over the Ring of Fire because they're always useful. Still doing Breath of the Desert on Land of Plenty. Still doing Fires from Afar on Land of Plenty. Summoning some Fiery Imps every turn. We've got quite a few of those in Land of Plenty now. I'm not sure how impactful they're going to be, but they're there, I suppose. Yeah. And that's it for the turn. Still just sitting tight. So that was turn 48. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.